What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Minecraft Survival Season 2. Here we are. A couple things since last time before we move on into our actual project. We're doing 18W43C, which is better than 18W43B, but still some serious performance issues. Like if I do this, 120 FPS, no problem. And then I do this, we're down to about 75. And then we do this, and I drop down to about 21. So that's not so good. There's also some really bad stuttering when rendering chunks. But anyways, it's okay. I'm sure it'll maybe possibly get there, maybe. So since last time, trying to think of what I did. Oh yeah, this stuff over here. First of all, we got some new stair blocks and such, so this is looking a little bit better now. Still really like the new water. I don't think this was here last time, was it? This was the apothecary. It's just for looks. I put a bunch of potion stands in it, but I'm going to be honest, I'm probably not going to use it that much. I don't use too many potions in just day-to-day Minecraft. And then I have a better potion room set up at a different base, so. But it looks alright. I do like the way it's like these two buildings connected together. And I think this planter design actually looks really neat. It's just trapdoors on top of grass blocks. Those go all the way around. I didn't do an episode on this because I thought it'd be kind of boring. But I do think it looks pretty nice. Again, especially that looks really good for a planter, I think. Even more so since you can put them on the bottom now, too. Pretty good. And then this thing over here, same kind of thing. It's an archery range. It's nothing fancy. I haven't done any redstone or anything with it, which I might do in the future. The rain. But essentially, I made a couple practice bows here. This one's infinity, right? So you just stand in your lane. Little target practice. And if you land on one of the pressure plates, you'll hear it. That's about it. I was going to use chorus fruit because you can break it, but the problem is it keeps growing, so it's not like you can just put a chorus fruit on top of each of these and it'll stay there. It'll keep growing up and out, so I don't know. But in the new update, I think it was from the new update, if you shoot a chorus fruit, it'll actually break off, which would be kind of cool. Maybe I'll think about that some more in the future, or at least do some sort of redstone thing where you light up. The issue I was having, and it's not like I looked into it all that much, but the issue I was having was that the arrows don't, disappear for a while. So I set up some buttons, which would then light up the targets, but the thing is the arrows sit there for a long time, so unless I can do something to get rid of the arrows, I don't know. Obviously you could do it with a command block, but yeah. Anyways, so that's that. So the only three sections we got left are here, here, and here. Probably right here there's going to be some sort of lighthouse or tower, some sort of tall structure that you can see from the outside if you're out on the ocean there. Thunderstorms. Let's go back and sleep really quick. I'm running on peaceful right now because we're just going to be building anyway, but oh, I had to redo my maps because they all disappeared between updates. But I really like the way this looks on the map. Okay. And was there anything else? Oh, let me grab some more fireworks. wouldn't be enough. But anyways, yeah, that's looking good, and I'm looking forward to the time when this section is done, so I can start working up on this village here, because I want to expand that out, maybe to where the tree line is right there, and then kind of out to here. I'll probably leave a lot of that, like, still just grass, but I think that'll look good having this built up in addition to this. But I'm kind of going to wait till the new architecture is in for the villages, because I always like keeping my villages relatively similar to the vanilla ones, especially when I got this here, which has all the cool buildings in it. At least I think they're cool. Oh yeah, and finally, got some turtles in there. I was actually quite happy with the way this turned out. It's nice. The grass in there, turtles, and the fish. In fact, if we fly up, I do think it looks nice. The plan is also eventually to continue this path and make like a walkway through the forest there. I think that'll be kind of cool. Anyways, so what are we doing today? Well, I had an idea for some more stuff. I was really racking my brain trying to figure out what to do with this section, and I actually built a couple things in it and ended up tearing them down. So the first idea was to have like sort of a, not scaffolding, but like a little canopy, I guess, of leaves above. That didn't really look that good. Then I dug it out and put water in here, but it didn't look good because I already had water right here next to it. So like if you looked at it on the map, it was just way too much blue because it was like blue, blue, and then blue all the way around. So that didn't look so good. I toyed with the idea of doing some sort of like Zen garden, but I tried a couple samples and it's not quite there. So what we're going to be doing instead is I'm going to leave this as grass, but probably touch it up a little bit with paths and maybe some stone and that kind of thing. But you might be wondering what these are here for. Well, those are going to be for statues. Oh, there's one other thing which I forgot to mention. We'll get to that in a minute. So I'm going to put some statues in, and as it so happens, we got some new block types. That should be good. Probably going to need some stairs. Yeah, some stairs. And we'll do some stairs this way too. I don't think I need any slabs. But anyways, we got diorite stairs now and a bunch of new types of stairs. I'm still not used to this, like mossy stone, granite, prismarine, all sorts of stuff. And this gives us a lot more variety in terms of building materials. So I saw these statue designs on, what was it? It was just Imager or something. I was just kind of looking for statue ideas, and I found them. I will link and credit the original creators in the description, but I think these will look pretty good. So they're pretty basic, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to build them out of just the polished diorite to start with, and afterwards I'll go back and kind of touch them up and add a little bit more variation in them. So these are just to mark the locations of them. So the first one is just going to be a pretty basic standing statue. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And then we will go it might be too tall, actually, but that's okay. I can fix it. I guess that looks about right. There you go. Very basic. Let's, well, it's going to be fine. Let's just ignore what that looks like for now. And demonetized. Okay. What I did not get yet... Oh, shoot, I hope I have some. I do have a few. Oh, that's dark oak, actually. I wanted nether brick. So organized, and yet I don't know where anything is. I guess I don't have any nether brick on me. That's fine. I have a ton back at a different base. Okay, we'll worry about that in a bit. But for now, I'll fill it in with dark oak, and you'll get an idea for what it'll look like. And then it won't look like what it currently looks like. Put it that way. You know, I really should make a new shovel and carry that with me. But yeah, so something like that. Pretty basic, but once you get the block types in and mess with it, clean it up a little bit, I think it'll look pretty nice. At that point I can figure out, I might want to move it back one more, actually. Probably will. Anyways, let's do the next one. There are a couple different variations that I saw. One of them went a little something like this. I think that's right. If not, I'll go back and fix it. And this one, of course, should be not quite as tall because it's kind of like kneeling. Yeah, I think it needs to go down one block, but that's all right. Fix it. Get kind of that effect going. Is that red height? I think it needs to go down one, but that's fine. I'm gonna do the basic outlines and then figure it out from there. Yeah, so he's definitely one block too tall, but that's okay. And don't worry, these are gonna look better than they currently do once we're done here. But I just wanted to get the basic shapes in. So I was gonna go standing, kneeling, standing. I think that'll be good. You're generally supposed to design in threes, although I don't have quite as much room over here. But probably one will go there, and it'll balance out. Have them facing that way, and then have them facing this way. Probably. We'll see. And then, of course, I'll have to figure out how to light these, but that's not going to be too big a deal. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this one will have just like this. Boom, boom, boom. And he'll be like holding a sword or something. Make some fences. Or walls, rather. Kind of like I did a long time ago in one of my other building projects. I made some statues that were like holding swords and stuff. And they looked kind of like this. But they were a little bit bigger and a little bit more complicated. These ones, I've got limited space here, so I wanted to make them a little bit smaller. But I think that looks all right. And then we'll just do the same over here. So probably what I'll do is I will do a standing one here. Let's see, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or here. 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Here, actually. So standing again, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did I do it that way? Probably fine. I might move him forward one more. Do another kneeling one right here. Let's do him one block shorter this time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then here. Here. This one will go this one with an arm out. Something like that. And then the last one will be standing as well. Pretty simple, pretty easy design. But I think it'll be pretty effective once it's actually done. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And let's see, so these guys are both standing at attention, kinda. Got 2 arms out. That guy's got 1 arm out. This guy's got 1 arm out. So let's do 1 arm out for this guy, I guess. And we'll do it like that. All right, so that is the basic design for all these guys. Now, what I'm going to do is go ahead and fill in. First of all, this guy needs to be a block shorter, so I'll do that. And then I'll get some additional supplies here and start putting different decorations on each of them. so that they'll look a little bit better. But generally, I think that's about right. Definitely fills in the space. Let's see from the air, maybe. And let the lag commence. Yeah, those look pretty good. Cool. So, I'll just show you really quickly what I mean about filling in the gaps. So, do something like this with the regular unpolished kind. Make it look a little bit less uniform. And already I think that looks quite a bit better. Maybe up here as well. Okay, next time I will definitely have a shovel with me. I think I broke my last shovel. The really good one. Maybe a little bit less than that, but you get the idea. Just have it look a little bit less uniform. Yeah, like closer to that. Cool. So I'm going to go ahead and do that with all these, get some additional supplies, and then we'll be back in a moment. All right, I'm actually pretty happy with the way it turned out. Let's take a little rest real quick. And there's actually one more improvement that I think I'm going to make to it, but this will give you just a general idea. So I went through and kind of made this a little bit irregular. Added some weapons or whatever, and some little wings on the sides of the what would be the helmets. There's a sword and shield. That's some sort of spear or scepter shield. Here's a bow. Another scepter, shield, something. And then a sword. I think it looks pretty good. I'm actually pretty happy with that. And then I just went through here, did some coarse dirt, did some path blocks, and then some grass and peonies and whatever this thing is. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Let's take a look at it from above. Bring on the lag. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Definitely better than the other stuff that I was looking at possibly putting there. Well, I'm happy with it. The one other thing that I think I will probably do is put some vines on them to break up the like white a little bit more. Just a few vines kind of coming down, and then they won't spread anywhere, which is good because there's enough distance. They won't spread to here and make a mess. And if they hang down, then that'll look kind of neat. So be it. Yeah, I'm excited. I didn't expect them to look that good. I thought I might get halfway through and be like, I don't know. So yeah, the thing that I came up with for lighting them was to put some iron pressure plates. So nothing can spawn on those, and they blend in pretty well. I did a white carpet, and it didn't look quite as good. It was definitely a lot cheaper, but I have so many stacks of iron back in my other base that it, whatever. Doesn't matter. Let's take a look at it on the map. I was going to stack up cobblestone so that I could quickly, whatever. And I already put my shovel away. Oh dear. Yeah, so let's take a look at it on the map. I think that looks pretty good. So really it's going to be, I think, 2 more buildings. One there and one there. And then maybe just something decorative in between. But yeah, this is really coming together. I'm pretty happy with the way that looks. So one building here, and I mentioned already, that's going to be some sort of tall building. Either a lighthouse or some kind of tower. And then something decorative in between, like from there to there. And then some other building here that I'm not sure what yet. So if you do have suggestions, by all means. No guarantees that I will go with them, but go ahead and let me know there. And then, yeah, definitely something tall there. I still got a lot to do inside here, but we can take a quick tour. Please don't let lightning strike anything of mine. It just rains so much over here. I really, I know I've said this before, but really makes me appreciate building in the desert where you don't have to worry about that at all. Right. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. And what I could do, in fact, this hadn't occurred to me yet, but I could even put some banners on these guys. Ooh, like imagine, I don't have one on me, but imagine putting like my banner going down the side there. That might look kind of neat. I don't know. I'll mess with it some more before next time, and we'll have it ready. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. This last little section, and then can move on to this part. I've been waiting for MC Edit to catch up with the releases, but so many things changed in the last updates that MC Edit doesn't work anymore, so my world just crashes. What I want to do is go in and basically just purge all these chunks, because I've gone out pretty far, both to the north and then to the east. I want to purge all those so that I can get the new biomes maybe, and then new ocean chunks. Because none of my... Oh, I need to put a pressure plate there. Actually, I don't, because this is probably lit enough. Where's the light? 9 block. Yeah, we're good. Actually, I don't need to put a pressure plate there. But anyways, all these ocean chunks are old, so they don't have the, the kelp or anything. This is all just kelp that I've added. But man, that looks awesome. I really like the new ocean stuff. So yeah, I'll probably do that. The good news is that the new stuff like the bamboo forests, which I haven't gone out and found yet, they actually generate within existing biomes, so you're not going to get those horrible like chunk errors where everything just stops at a 90-degree angle. So that's pretty cool. Anyways, let's take a brief look inside. I think most of the stuff was already done, but I've been cleaning up some of the rooms inside. Everything is lit, so as far as I know, nothing can spawn inside my house here. This is the enchanting room. Lots of bookshelves. And I do like this pattern on the floor. I think it contrasts nicely enough with this. The purpose of the carpets here, as I think I already showed, is so that nothing can spawn on here, but I can keep the sort of dark look I like. A lot of this stuff is not built up yet because I don't know what to do in it yet. I definitely like the new glass texture. It's way easier to see through, for one thing, which is nice. And then if we go upstairs, course, I got the door out onto the wall here. That connects around to the other side. And then I found that if you light there, and you put the carpet in this way, nothing can spawn on the carpet, and these are lit well enough that nothing will spawn, which is nice. Here I just did red carpet all the way. And then I'm not overly thrilled with this, but all this is good now. Nothing can spawn in here. The only problem with using the carpet is that you run into issues when you've got the upside down stairs here, where that'll be the wood color and this will be the carpet color, so still working on that. I made all this just black carpet, so if you glance down at it, looks alright. That guy's still there, of course. Although I did put a black carpet on top of his nose, so I can't get a monster spawn there. Same thing in this room. Still working out what to do in here. What's neat is this is the only one. This room I made because this was actually here. I just noticed it the other day. You couldn't actually get into this room because there was a wall here. So I just cut it out, and I don't know what that'll be for, but here's the way out to the top. Gonna have to figure out something to put up here. I was gonna build a little house here. I don't know how I feel about that. I actually started building it and was like, it looks kind of bad, so I don't know, we'll see. There was one other room that was kind of cool. It might have been one floor down. Yeah, in fact it is one floor down. I'll go over to it really quick. There's just so much real estate here. Not free real estate, however, because I did have to clear this of monsters. Yeah, here we go. So I put the map up here on the table, which I think looks kind of neat. And then I think there's another spot where it does that too. This would be right here. Yeah, I didn't do that here, but this is the other way out to the wall. There's no way to get up to the wall other than taking that door or the other door. I don't know why you would really need to get up to the wall, though, so I think that's fine. It's mostly just there for if I have to get up there and, you know, whatever, for looks, I guess. Most of the time I will be just coming in or out through here. Man, that lag. And then let's take a look over here. A few updates ago, grass started growing under water, which was interesting. I thought it was a glitch at first when it started happening. But the other plan is to take this path, as I mentioned, and kind of cut it through the forest here. And I'm not sure exactly what form that will take, but we fly up. I remember in the early episodes I cut away this forest so that this area would all be flat, but I intentionally kept the forest behind the mansion because I think it looks cool having it on the back there, and then especially because you can look out the windows and see the mobs at night. So we'll figure out something. And then, of course, building up that village over there. As soon as this inside portion is done, that'll be the next task. Most of that'll probably be done off camera, though, because I'm just going to be doing like the normal building designs, unless I come up with some other cool ones. But I think definitely filling this in would be cool, and there's plenty of space. Again, I'll just use this forest here as sort of a natural wall. Yeah, so much to do. I'm finally out of that rut. I knew I wanted to do this section, and I just could not figure out what to put there, so I'm glad that I finally kind of figured it out. that's about it. Oh, there was one other thing, which I mentioned earlier, was that one other thing happened, and that was this new update removed my other horse. So I had another horse in here, and he is now gone. The one that I rode over here, I think I mentioned last time, had been deleted, but this other one is gone now too. So I need to get some more horses to put in my stable. I still like that gate design. Very simple, but reasonably effective. I should probably add some more chickens in here too. I just kind of run over when I feel like it and grab the eggs, because I don't use eggs that much. But, yourself. They should add goats that make all those funny goat noises. So anyways, that's what it looks like right now. Quite happy with it. Quite happy with it. So this is the part of the video where, as always, I tell you thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. I probably won't do the world download yet. I'm probably going to wait until MC-Edit catches up, because the other thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go into MC-Edit and delete a lot of those chunks in between here and my original base. So, you know, if you watch the first episode of Season 2, this is about 18,000 blocks away from my original base. And so there's a lot of chunks in there that are just useless. I'm never planning to go back to them. They're just in between. And if I cut all those out, it'll probably get the file size down, because I mean, I think I'm up over a gigabyte file size on my world now. But then again, I have been playing this world for years, so. And I'm glad, because there were times when I was like, maybe I should just start a new world, but I think I liked the idea better, and people had suggested it to me, that actually it makes more sense to, if you want to do a start over kind of situation, just go out a bunch of blocks and start there. That way you don't have to, you know, go back to, okay, now I'm chopping down wood for 7 hours, you know, that kind of thing. And then the one big cheat, of course, that I put into my world that has made things just so much more convenient was the teleporter room, and using those, whatever they're called, the function blocks, to teleport me around. So if you do get the old world download, this is already there. You just step on the pressure plate, takes you to a temple, underwater temple, that I cut some room out of and filled with teleporters. So pretty great. Notice there are still some lighting glitches. It's not nearly as bad as it was the last update, where there were just lighting glitches everywhere, especially underwater, but they're still there for sure. Anyways, I think that's about it. I could go on rambling for a while, but I don't think I will. So I want to thank you all very much for watching this one. As always, hope you enjoyed. Thank you for your suggestions. And I will see ya on the next one. Till then.